There's only one person in this world that wants it more than me today, and that's me tomorrow. That's where all the bad dogs go. Woo! What's going on, guys? Today we're just finishing up calls. We're finishing up business for the day. One more call with a good client, Gavin. We're helping him scale his business. He's already, done 3K paid in fulls with online fitness coaching, and it's only up from here with him. So one thing I want to kind of talk about, which is, recently with myself, with my content, everything going on, I learned that in business, it really comes down to building yourself up, taking a hit sometimes in an effort to become something greater in the end. And what I've noticed is with my content on Instagram, with my purpose on social media, honestly, like in my heart and in my soul, I know what my calling is, and that is to stick to motivation. That is to spread the message of getting 1% better every day. And if I continue to just post mentorship content and content about growing a business, and there's no passion in it, there's no energy in it, my heart's not in it, I'm just gonna fizzle out because, the last month or so, I've been so focused on helping other people build their brands and posting content about it to run the business that it's been draining me, because it's not who I really am. I'm not a computer. I can spit facts all day, but so can a computer. That's not my job. My job is to be here to create a connection, human to human, to allow somebody to push themselves to the next limit, to allow somebody to really do what they want to do in this life. And that's why I really want to switch up my content a lot, focus more on, business and my life on YouTube, and then just with short form content, just be myself and try to get the message out as much as possible. But today we got a good day, finished up calls. I'm going to try to get this last call recorded, at least a part of it, so you guys can listen in. And I got a lot of things in my mind, so I'm gonna let you guys know about it. But I'm excited. Let's get to work.
Appreciate you doing this, man.
I got you, brother.
Just about hooks in general. Should I be writing them down and really thinking about them before?
I write them down all the time, bro. I have a list of probably 50 or 60 video hooks I can just grab.
What do you think about coming in at different angles, or should you just be really direct?
You got to be direct. I mean, you can be direct in multiple ways. You can have one topic and hit it from multiple angles, but you could still be direct with it. I mean, the sole purpose of a lot of my messages are very similar, but I come at it with an engaging hook.
Every reel just seems to be at 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, for the average watch time, and I just know that's because of the hook. Right, so how do I make them watch more of the video? Is it just get a better hook? Yeah.
A hook is not just audio, it's visual, okay? What you're doing is very important, okay? If I were to make this video on top of Mount Everest, a lot of more people would watch it, okay? Now, I know that's on an extreme chart, but you simplify that chart down into a smaller range. It's okay, instead of in your room, you're in the gym. That's number one. Instead of doing nothing, the camera's following you or you're moving around. That's number two, okay? Number three, you're dressed like an actual fitness athlete. You have the looks to show that you know what you're talking about, okay? That's all engaging, right? You're doing stuff. Lighting is very simple. Can you see what's going on? Is it too much or is it not enough? It's very simple, but like you said, when you had the shadows over your eyes, that's not good, okay? But you knew that. You're just second guessing yourself. All right, G. Gavin, how have these calls been?
Really good, bro.
I know you've been in a couple.
Really good.
How many other mentorships you've been in? Just
2.
What would you say you like about mine?
I've never had a mentor that gets back to me as quick as you.
Yeah.
That's massive.
I got you, brother. I try to be as fast as possible, and especially on these calls.
This call super, off the dial. Yeah, it's good to have you. I know I'm texting you a lot, but just know that it's so helpful.
I got you, bro. Anyways, Gavin, glad we could get this call in. I want to see you crush it by our next call. I need some content to review. I want to see that brand name up there, and we got some work to do. All right, brother?
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
I got you, G.
Peace out.
Get out of here. Calls are done. Let's get to fucking work. All right, guys, we are going to the gym. We're gonna hit some back and biceps instead today. We're not gonna hit chest. We're gonna save that for tomorrow on tomorrow's video. It's gonna be sunny out. It's still fucking cold out tonight, so I'd rather save all the flashy, cool stuff for a sunny day. So tonight, we're just gonna put in that work. It's gonna be like a 40-minute drive to destination, get a little car talk in, but do what we gotta do. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. I got a lot of things I gotta show you guys, but I mean, the premise of this video today is just sticking to yourself. Doing things that involve you, doing things that are going to make you better, not really caring about what other people have to say, doing things because you want to do them, right? Looking deep inside and asking yourself questions about, okay, is this the life I want to live, or is this a life that somebody else wants to live for me? Or is this the expectation set upon me through other people? And every single day you got to wake up and remind yourself what your purpose is, why you're really here. Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you want to get out of bed and start your day? Are you here because you want to sit at a desk all day? Are you here because you want to be fat, you want to be out of shape, you want to be eating shitty snacks all day because there's nothing else to do, you're too lazy? Like, really look at yourself. Do you want to be in shape? Do you want to be the man that you know that you can become? Do you want to be jacked, or do you just want to be average? And so part of this message today is, comes down from a question inside of myself with my content recently and what I'm actually, what I'm here for. Am I here to just be a computer and list out how to grow businesses all day, or am I here to wake up, get the fuck after it, motivate and inspire? So take it from me. You need to do what you want to do in life. Don't let anything or anybody else sway you of that decision, okay? I'm sure there's flashy things. I'm sure there's things that you might think bring you happiness, but take it from me, it won't. It won't. Until you're truly satisfied with what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, will you actually find joy? Until you work towards something that might look more difficult than another scenario and you accomplish it, will you actually find joy? So with that being said, we're going to destination. We're gonna hit back and biceps today. Let's get the fuck to work. It's Valentine's Day. It's Friday. It's February 14th. A year ago today was my first day last year in LA before I knew I was gonna go broke out there and had no purpose, had no destination. I remember going to a party, seeing all the exciting stuff, and I knew immediately this is not the life I wanna live. I was lost. I had no direction. I had just moved because I had nothing else to do. I was scared that I was gonna stay stagnant if I stayed at home for too long. And I just made the decision to move. And it literally was a year ago today that we went out, and there was a huge get-together party, and that was kind of that first stepping stone of me changing my life. And another thing I wanted to bring up was, a year goes by fast, right? If I look at myself a year ago, nobody even knew who I was. Nobody knew who I was. I didn't even know who I was. And I was just trying things out to stay busy or get my mind off of things like my grandmother passing away, or the fact that I couldn't play Division I football anymore because of my knee. And so I just needed a big change, and that's what it was. But one thing leads to another, right? It all becomes part of the story. And I think the better story you have to tell in the end, the more shit is worth going through. And so my advice to you is, don't be scared to take a leap, no matter what it is. You're not gonna find out what your destiny is until you do things that you're scared of, or do things that maybe you'd be opposed to at first or right now. And so through a collection of things going on and struggles and battles and decision making and stepping through fear, will you come out on the other side with a story, a better man. It is Valentine's Day. It is February 14th. And I want a lot of you guys, especially you men out there who aren't in relationships and maybe are down about it, sad that you don't have somebody to spend time with. Maybe it's been years on end that you haven't had somebody to spend time with. I want you guys to realize that this is your time to build. This is your blessing. You don't have somebody that requires a lot of time to invest in. I don't say it in a bad way. I think relationships are the best thing in the world. I think that's part of your purpose as a human, is to, delegate your time and your love to somebody else and build a beautiful family and have children. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But what I am trying to get at is, if that's not you, then you can't be using this time to sulk and cry about it and just complain about the world around you. You need to use this time to become a better man, to focus on yourself. Treat yourself out by getting better, by going to the gym, by studying something, by investing your time into things that you enjoy in life to grow as a person, right? Or push yourself on limits that normally other people wouldn't push you to, right? Do things that make you struggle in an effort to get better, so that down the road, when you do find that person, when you do have children and stories to tell to your kids, they can look up to you, right? And your significant other, they look up to you. Your wife has an arm to lie on. So stop being so weak and telling yourself, you suck and this and that. That's all bullshit. You don't suck. You won't suck. But it's time for you to make that change so you don't feel that way about yourself. It's time to make that change so that you don't feel as if people look at you that way. Because really, what it comes down to is, people see themselves or think others see them as how they see themselves, right? They're projecting their feelings onto the world. And so your insecurities, the things that make you feel like you're being held back, they don't really fucking exist to other people. But because you know that it exists within you, you pretend like that's how they view you. And that's how you're gonna see the world. So do your best to change that. Anyways, guys, let's go fucking smash back and biceps. Enough yapping on here. I'm ready to put some motherfucking work in. Let's fucking go. Woo! Talking about, man. Look, even when it's fucking raining out, it's cold, it's like 40 degrees here, you still get up and you get after it. There's no excuse, right? You go when it's cold so that way you can be warm and comfortable later, right? There's no point of the suck, right, if there's not a reward later. There's no point of anything being good if there's no bad. So what you have to do is you have to get up off your ass and go do something that sucks, so that way the achievement, the goal, the reward feels 10 times better, or else that reward becomes the normal. Right? And when the normal is supposed to be a reward, you're not chasing it. Okay? You're just going to wake up every single day and do everything that's going to make you feel behind. If you're comfortable all the time, you're never going to stretch that muscle. You're never going to feel the pain of growth. And you're removing the entire point of it. And like I always say, when you cut corners in life, you remove the point. Think of it. When you cut the corner off, you round it out. You're missing the edge. You don't have that cutting edge to life anymore. And so you're just going to round out for the rest of your life. You're going to average out and you're just going to roll. You're not going to force your way back upstream. You're just going to go down with the current. And you're just going to flow, go with the flow, just like everyone else in life. What goes with the flow? Dead fish. And that's not you. You got to swim upstream until you can't anymore, until you make it to your destination. And that's why we're getting it in no matter what. Tomorrow, we're going to hit some arms. It's going to be a sunny day out. And I'm going to get to enjoy that because I earned it by putting in the work today when I didn't want to, when the weather did suck, when the odds were against me. Okay? So, it doesn't matter what the fuck's going on. You need to do what you have to do, and your environment should not dictate the results. Hey, today, guys, I'm glad that we got another video in the books. Showed you guys a little bit more inside the mentorship, working with the students, working with, just what I do outside of just motivation and social media. Actually running a business on top of doing social media is something that I have to balance out and something that I'm willing to grow, right? Like, you have the time of the day to do what you need to do, right? If I can run 2 businesses and do social media, then you can, work a job and still go to the gym, right? When I was working concrete, I still had to go and train for football every single day. I'd go to school, go to concrete, go to the gym, and by the time I got home, I could eat and go to bed, right? See how there's no room for social media? There's no room for fucking video games? Because everything at that point in my life and everything now is just wake up and work and get shit done and progress, right? Leisure is an option. Leisure is a choice. When you remove leisure from your life, is settling down, downtime, whatever you guys want to call it, you just opened up hours and hours and hours during the day to actually get more shit done. And then those hours stack up and they become days, and now you're leagues ahead of other people, and they wonder why, they wonder how. I didn't get here because I was just working 8 hours a day like everybody else. I got here because I was working fucking 12 to 15 every single fucking day. Wake up, grind, push-ups, do my work, get it done, post, go to bed, in and out every day. Weekends didn't count. When the weekends, our week begins, right? So even when Saturday, Sunday roll around, I'm still working. That's how you get ahead of the game. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are anybody trying to build a brand for yourself, get in the online space, want to do what I do, become a coach, help others online, then DM me 10K on Instagram. And if you're anybody that is trying to get in shape, trying to get right, want their body and mind right, you hate the way you look in the mirror, or you're so skinny, you want to stack on muscle, doesn't matter, DM me Kill on Instagram as well, okay? Getting all you boys right. We've already had, there's countless transformations, countless testimonials. We do it right here. So if you guys need help with whatever it is, hit me up and let's get to work. Anyways, with that being said, hope you guys are getting 1BE, 1% better every single day. And I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.